It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's your host, Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Thursday. We are starting a really nice stretch of weather beginning today. And if you are missing summertime, well, you are in luck because temperatures are going to be inching upward each and every day. And we are talking about numbers getting into the 90s as we approach the end of the week and get closer to the weekend. A little too hot for my liking, but I know some of you are missing those warm temperatures. A few pools maybe still open at the end of September. If it's heated, lucky you, because it will definitely be warm enough to hit the pools as we head into this weekend. I bet the area lakes and rivers are going to be busy too, although the water's starting to get kind of chilly with some of the cool nights. This morning, we are waking up with temperatures in the low 60s and sunshine is in the forecast for your Thursday. I expect we see a whole lot of sunshine for the rest of the day today with a high temperature today in the mid 80s. A little bit of rain on the radar yesterday, some cloud cover around through the afternoon. And now we're going to focus on a warm end to the work week. High temperatures every single day in this extended forecast, mid 80s to low 90s. It is going to be kind of toasty here for a couple of days. I have numbers that are going to climb as we get closer to Friday and Saturday. In fact, Friday may be one of the hottest in the forecast, with several folks making their way into the lower 90s. Mostly sunny, though, each and every day. Not much even in the way of cloud cover, and certainly nothing in the way of rainfall. We are looking at a dry stretch of weather, kind of hot though, so you might want to plan activities around the morning times, the evening hours, when it's a bit more pleasant to get out. Temperatures are going to be really warm as we head into the weekend. They'll stay that way through early next week. And I showed you the outlook for the early part of October yesterday from the Climate Prediction Center, looking like we're going to stay on this nice, warm, toasty pattern through the rest of the day. Today, we have a southwest breeze, dry conditions through the middle of next week, really. And it's this big ridge of high pressure that's building in, starting now, lasting through the weekend, that's going to hold its pattern and allow for the summertime temperatures to build in, not just for us, but it's still, it has never stopped feeling like Texas. Summertime in Texas, portions of the Southwest have just been downright hot and continue to be through the end of this week and through the weekend. I see some sort of signal that we see a breakdown in this overall pattern late next week. So we're talking like a week from today, when our next upper level system will likely be pushing through and allowing for some cooler temperatures and a little bit of a rain chance. Today, though, that's just not in the cards for us. I've got mostly sunny skies, southwest breeze, as I mentioned, and you are looking at a high temperature this afternoon of 86 degrees. This is actually one of the cooler days in the extended forecast, too. I have numbers approaching 90 tomorrow. I think we're approaching 90 again on Saturday. Sunday, we're still in the mid and upper 80s, and we stay there through Monday and Tuesday of next week. Whole lot of sunshine and generally low temperatures are going to sit either side of 60 degrees. So comfortable in the morning and the evening. And then the afternoon, that's when things are getting a little bit uncomfortable. Around the country, though, we're really talking about tranquil weather. There's not a whole lot happening. And a lot of that is brought to you by that big ridge of high pressure that I was just talking about. It's bringing us above average temperatures. It's cutting off our rain chances. And while the tropics have been active, there's no big signal that a huge storm is going to develop. So great news, as we still have about 2 months left of the hurricane season. Additional rain chances are in the forecast for Florida. I've been mentioning kind of an active pattern for our friends in the Southeast. That will continue for the rest of the week. So what may happen across the country the next few days is that you see a few headlines on some flooding potential in Florida, some activity in the Northwest too, but that's about it in terms of active weather across the country. All right, I want to show you that wake up weather brain twister question that I left you with yesterday. This one had to do with Halloween. On average, about how much did each American spend on a Halloween costume last year, according to Bankrate? Saw a lot of accurate guesses here, probably because this is what people kind of try and stay in the realm of. And pleasant surprise to me, because I always like to spend less. D, the answer is correct. $35 on average. But again, that's for each Halloween costume. Also, according to Bankrate, last year total, so for the entire Halloween holiday, this includes candy, costumes, parties, things like that. The average American spent about $100 total and 35 of those would have been allocated to their costume. The biggest chunk of that $100 spent on the Halloween candy. It is so expensive. I know we find ourselves doing that too. The neighborhood's really active, and it's like, oh, I'm going to go spend a bunch of money on this candy, but I can't buy it too early because then I'll eat it and I'll just have to buy more. That's the trouble we have at our house every year. Decorations take up a big part of that too. And then costumes are in the third spot at $35. At the bottom of the list, but on the list, dressing up your pet. A lot of folks say they spend about 20% of their Halloween budget on their pet's costume. I do not have Ike and Charlie a costume yet this year either, but I may need to think about that because it's getting close. We have a chicken costume for Charlie. Sometimes he's a chicken or a rooster. And Ike, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. What he's going to be for Halloween. If you have a good idea, let me know. All right, here is your wake up weather brain twister question for tomorrow. This is the one I will leave you with. Which of these facts about sharks is actually true? A, do you think most sharks have bad eyesight? B, blue sharks are not really blue. C, sharks have the same type of teeth. Or D, sharks have no bones. Which of those facts do you think is actually true? A lot of people assume all of these things. Which one do you think is the right answer? Let me know. You can answer that over on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Despite being a little bit on the warm side, this is really a nice stretch of weather. So I hope you get out and enjoy. And if you need weather information, you know where to find it. AroundTheOzarks.com. Thank you for listening to Wake Up Weather early this morning. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and I will chat with you early tomorrow morning.